Hey, appreciate y'all for joining. Just gonna give Summer a couple minutes. Let me know if you can hear me okay. How's the audio?
Hey, Alex.
What's up, Summer? How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
Doing well. How's your day?
It's good. I just left tennis. Had to
Uh,
be active. I went on a little bike ride, then I played some tennis, and now I have to pack for Brazil. How's your day?
it's been going well. I actually had a couple one-on-ones earlier today, so this is actually perfect. It allowed me to kind of get a couple of these done. And again, just wanted to start off by saying I appreciate you, you know, being gracious enough and bold enough to be able to allow us to walk through your one-on-one live with everyone. I think it's a really great way just to kind of, you know, share my process, but also, hopefully offer you something valuable, just for you to have, but also, help you find that person. So I want to make sure it's a lot of dialogue that we have in order to make sure that we define what that person actually looks like and where you might be.
Yes, bold is definitely a good word. I can't believe I'm doing this on live, but let's get into it since we're here.
Yeah. So how many lives have you done, by the way?
Like Instagram lives?
Yeah.
Um, Several. But they're not me on here talking about this kind of thing, they're like, just fun, like, oh, hey, we here. Let's get on live.
Absolutely. So for me, first
Oh,
one. So I was
oh.
thinking about, yeah, I was thinking about the tech setup. Where's my dog gonna be? Hopefully he doesn't start barking like crazy. And I thought about, you know, again, what might I wear? Because for
Mm.
me, it was a milestone. And this is my favorite shirt. It's from my favorite brand. It's called Brain Love. Um, I know the gentleman who founded the company, and it's like a purpose driven brand around like mental wellness, um, and like self evolution, and I just really connect with it. And for me, like I feel my best self in it, like, and
That's
even
sweet.
though I like already had this joint, I think I wore it my first video. I was like, who cares? Like I'm gonna wear it again. In
It's
fact, it's
your
a great
clothes.
opportunity. Exactly.
Hey, Dad.
So shout out,
My parents are
shout
in
out to
here,
Brain Love. Hey parents.
and my sister-in-law, so that means my brother is in here too.
Uh-oh. So we're gonna, it's gonna be great. They may I may want them to, put in the comments if you're telling the truth or not.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
So let's jump in it.
No, I
So
was gonna say I wanted to also compliment you. The lighting is great, the background is great, all of that is great. So, oh, look, there they go. So yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah. Good setup.
All right, dope. So how I usually run these, I wanted to start off with something I wrote, that basically was a reflection of what you said in your questionnaire.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, I want you to tell me if there was anything that was a little off or, could be improved. Because for
Okay.
me, I believe in like the power of your words and saying things in different ways. So it's not going to be just the things that you said in your questionnaire. I'm going to try to um, maybe take some chances to kind of better understand if that's what you're looking for. So we'll start there. Okay. So Summer, you are intensity wrapped in charm, a force of nature who loves fearlessly and moves with purpose. At 28, you've built a dynamic career across media, entrepreneurship, and education in DC.
Wait, I'm not 28 yet.
Oh, you're not?
Give me
Okay. I thought I saw
2 days. I got 2 more
two.
days. Okay.
Drop your
Yes.
cash app. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Shout out to Summer, y'all. Like, let's make sure we show love for her birthday. So you're 27. That makes it even more
Yep.
incredible. So
Right.
you built this dynamic career across media, entrepreneurship, and education in Washington D.C., all while being able to balance this ambition with a deep love for life's experiences. You just said you're finna take a trip. You bring a captivating mix of intensity, charm, and emotional depth in your relationships. I could see that you love fiercely and wholeheartedly. When you're in, you're all in. Um, you're adventurous in love, craving new experiences, deep conversations, and a partner who embraces passion without hesitation. Your journey has taught you to trust yourself more, to recognize when love is fulfilling rather than draining, and to walk away from connections that don't serve your growth. You're learning patience, self awareness, and emotional balance, figuring out what it means to love without losing yourself. The man most compatible with you is someone who is strong, secure, and emotionally present, someone who can handle your fire without trying to control it. You thrive in relationships that feel expansive, exciting, and deeply rooted in trust. When you love, you pour your heart into it, fully, fearlessly, and without hesitation. Now you're ready for a partner who matches that energy, someone who craves deep connection, gives and expects unwavering honesty, and refuses to settle for anything less than transformative, soul stirring love. He doesn't shrink in your fire, he stands tall in it, fully ready to meet your intensity with equal depth. How'd I do?
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I wonder why the word intensity keeps coming up though. Like, am I intense? Did my questionnaire, my answers make me seem intense?
Um, your answers came across as very decisive, and
That's
you're
interesting.
someone who knows exactly what you want. The good thing about this process is I have the questionnaire, and because it's through Instagram, I can see and kind of make my own interpretations. But that's interesting. So you don't view yourself as that intense. Like you wouldn't necessarily describe yourself that
Well,
way.
maybe, I mean, if you asked me to describe myself, I wouldn't include that word. If somebody
Mhm.
else described me, I think they would include that word.
Well, that makes sense. Well, that's interesting. Hmm.
Get it from my father.
Would your father say that he's intense? He's probably like, I'm
Yes.
not intense. Oh, okay, so at
Nah,
least he.
he would call himself intense. My teachers used to call him intense.
Well, it sounds like you might just need to embrace your intensity, because it seems like everybody else sees it. Um,
I mean, if that is it, so be it. I prefer the term
mm,
passionate.
okay, okay,
But yeah, no, that summed it up pretty well.
sweet. All right, so now let's jump into. So I believe there's 9 compatibility areas where you can have compatibility with someone. So the first one is emotional intelligence. So what we'll do here is I'll double click. And so what I read before was like an overview. So that kind of covered a lot, but these are going to be specific to like EQ.
Okay.
Um, okay, so you love deeply and intensely, but and here the intensity word. But past experiences have taught you the importance of self-awareness and boundary setting. You've worked on healing insecurities and attachment issues, yet emotional impulsivity is still something you refine. Your biggest relationship fear is abandonment and betrayal, so trust and consistent emotional reciprocity are essential for you. How does that feel? Like, was there anything that just didn't like seem like it hit or felt true, or anything you wanted to share in terms of to clarify it?
No, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
So here's the thing: I have a reflective question for you, and then I ask people to rank things under each of those categories because I believe that ranking is the most efficient way to try to get um, the best data about someone because you have to think about all those things and all those things are going to be important to you, but it's still important to be able to rank them 1 to 3. So
Okay.
the first question, when you reflect on the most secure love you've ever experienced, what qualities made you feel safe and emotionally grounded?
Ooh, a secure love? I don't know if I've ever experienced that. You mean like romantic?
No, it
Oh,
doesn't have to be. It doesn't have
okay,
to.
okay, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So if it's a secure love, then there's freedom involved. So like you are free to be who you are and I am free to be who I am. There's acceptance involved, and I think also there is maybe like I'm thinking like encouragement, like you encourage me to be better, to do
Yeah.
better, things like that.
Or is it like reassurance? Is it reassurance or encouragement? Like reassurance to me is like I know I need to be doing this, and I know what I'm capable of, so I need you to reassure me of that. But then encourage could be like, do you need someone to see something that you may not even see in yourself?
Well, that would be nice, because we all have blind spots. And as a creative, like, my brain is all like this. And so somebody like, here's a clear line for you. That would be helpful.
Okay. So it sounds like have you ever met someone who is also a creative with those? Okay, okay. So it's not like we have to solve for it through a profession. It's more so like not trying to find someone who's just in a very logical career path, right?
Oh,
Like let's say a lawyer,
no, no,
right?
no. They could be in any career
Right.
path. Yeah.
Just have that emotional
Yes.
intelligence, know how to handle you.
And,
Copy,
so basically, in other words, you need to have grown up around some women or you need to have some sisters because those are the men that typically are more emotionally intelligent from my experience.
I grew up around women and sisters. Yeah, no, you
There
might be right about
you go.
that. Okay, so I'm gonna get you to quickly rank these three things in order of importance. So emotional security, trust and honesty, or mutual vulnerability.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That's so hard. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. They, they all kind of
I know
need
they
each
all are number
other
one.
in
I know.
order to exist. I would say vulnerability,
Okay,
emotional security, trust, and honesty.
copy. Just taking notes. So I'm taking notes because essentially I have your profile. I also have this one-on-one, but I use all of this to match you and to describe and to tell you when I find your person, I'm gonna say, hey, here's why I think this is the guy. You said this is what you were looking for. You said this is what you valued. So I can't wait till we get to that point. But let's
But
let's let's
I
continue. So,
have a question. So
yeah,
if you meet someone and you're like, "Hey, I have this girl. Here's what she likes, X, Y, and Z." Do you tell them what I like, or do you just talk to them about them and then you decide?
right. So
Okay,
like
good.
essentially, I mean, this is kind of different, right? Because we're doing it live. So you can have someone, who's like, I like what she like.
Right, right, right. Because
Normally,
people will switch up the flow once they hear. But okay,
right.
okay.
But I think honestly, that's why I think matchmaking is it it solves that use case in a better way. I think because I think if you're sitting with someone across from dinner, they're just nodding, saying, "Oh yeah, you love those things, yeah, me too." But with this process, it's nah. They're just telling me who that person for them might be and like what they may look like and their characteristics and preferences. So then I just try to find the two puzzle pieces that fit versus someone trying to, you know, sell themselves to earn your love.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right. So now it's communication and conflict resolution. So you express emotions boldly and honestly, but your tone can sometimes be too sharp when you're upset. You prefer space to process rather than addressing conflicts immediately, but you need a partner who will ensure issues aren't left unresolved.
Yeah,
How did that?
I don't like sweeping stuff under the rug, but
Yeah.
also I can handle conflict in the moment. Now, if I do in the moment, it may look a little different than if I do it later. So that's why I try to like be cognizant, like let me take some space, but I can do it in the moment as well.
You mentioned that,
Hmm.
and you said that therapy helped with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, just learning how to manage my emotions, like learning how to respond logically. But you should be able to have your emotions like I should be able to respond and be emotional. I can respond and be emotional and still get my point across. Now,
Absolutely.
it's just maybe received different because I'm emotional.
I agree. I mean, you're Gemini too, right? Um, okay, so here's a reflective question for this section. So, how does your ideal partner handle conflict in a way that makes you feel most heard, validated, and reassured?
Mm.
Like,
Okay,
what?
well, first of all, they remain calm.
There you go.
That's
So, you
first
need
and
someone
foremost.
calm.
Do not crash out, do not blow up, do not raise your tone. I want your temper to be like this because if your temper's like that, that's going to make my temper be like
Like
this. So
a
lead by
lubricant.
example,
Mm,
which
sure.
yeah. But I think they would just I mean, well, like when I'm in conflict, it's important. Okay, just period is very important for me to feel seen and heard. So if you can acknowledge that and if you can like recognize what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying,
Mhm.
then we can come to a resolution or a compromise.
Right. So, when you face that conflict, that's one of the first things that you need, right? Like the reassurance around, hold on, like what I'm saying isn't crazy, right? Like you start there essentially.
Not what I'm saying is it crazy. It's more like, okay, Summer, are you saying that you want me to X, Y, and Z? Yes, that's
Mhm.
what I'm saying. Or no, that's not what I'm saying. I want you to do this instead. So like I just reiterate it back to me
Oh, I see.
in a way that tells me that you're listening
Copy. Copy.
calmly.
So don't just, I was going to ask you rank reassurance, active listening, and solution focused discussion.
There you go.
But but so like you would probably rank solution focused discussion maybe first because I'm trying to think because for you it's reassurance is what we just talked about, and I think you were more so just saying you want someone who can reiterate what you said
So
almost like
active
before y'all
listening.
engage. Yeah, but so active listener, but you need that person to be vocal too. Like don't just say yes and nod, like I got you. You almost need that person to restate it back. Or
The restating for me is to show me that you were listening.
I see.
So active listening is number
Right.
one.
Got
Reassurance would be number two. Solution would be number three. And the reason solution is number three is because sometimes I don't want a solution. Sometimes I just want you to empathize or sympathize with what I'm saying. We can
absolutely.
get to a solution. It sometimes annoys me if like I'm venting and somebody wants to come up with a solution. Like, hold on, let me just get it off first. You know what I mean? And
I
then we can get
ain't
there.
done yet. Like I ain't done with my
Right.
emotions. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Okay.
And it also depends on like obviously the scenario. But yeah.
All right. I mean, in past relationships, were there a lot of conflict, or like was it just when conflict arose, this is how to handle summer, or like give me like a sense of you Summer Walker, right? She's like, if your love ain't like this, it ain't real love, right? Versus like a Cleo soul, right? Who's
Mm.
like, like a peaceful
Hmm.
and that's
I would say in past relationships, I sometimes Would argue often because I like to see like your level of like passion, and it wouldn't be consciously. It would not be consciously like let me pick an argument, but like that it is reassuring to see like somebody's level of passion in an argument. Like, oh dang, you really okay? All right, I see. So I
What's
did
that
do that in the
intensity?
past.
What's that intensity?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. But you said like that was what it was back then. Has it changed or is it kind of
I
still
don't
the
know.
same?
I haven't been in a relationship in a
Yeah.
minute, so I don't know. But what I will say is that I don't really argue anymore because for what we are arguing for, like we can have a conversation, and if we can't, that's another issue.
Okay. All right. So I think I have enough there. So then for financial mindset, so you have multiple streams of income, you're doing well. I'm not gonna put your business out there, you're doing well. And a strong financial foundation. You would not date someone who earns significantly less. I mean, most women have shown in the data that they aren't interested in that. And you need a partner who matches or surpasses your ambition and financial discipline.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
You got to be better than me because yes,
Have
I can
you ever dated someone that made significantly more or just more than you?
never. I
Mm.
have dated one guy that made more than me, but I was in college at the time, so naturally he made more than me. Every other man I've dated, eh, I was pulling the weight,
Right.
which was really annoying. I don't ever want to do that again.
Did that
And it
weigh
was,
on you?
yeah, it's just annoying. Like, and it wasn't because they were making less, it was because they were making poor financial
Mm.
decisions. That's what annoyed me. Like, you need to be saving your coins. Why are you not saving your money?
That leads to the ranking question for this section, right? So rank them 1 through 3. Spending habits, financial stability, and wealth building ambition.
Hmm.
Spending habits, financial stability, and wealth building ambition.
Okay, wealth building ambition would be one. S- Uh, the second one would be what was it?
Financial
Financial
stability or
stability and then spending habits.
is you like, yo, if you got it, you can spend
Yeah,
it.
because
Huh?
I do. I like to indulge. I get that from my mom. I like to indulge. I'm gonna get an appetizer, a main meal, and a dessert, and I'm gonna take myself on vacation. I like to indulge,
There you
and
go.
I don't mind doing that. But as long as my mortgage is paid
Right.
and on my bills,
Nah, I mean, I think that's just enjoying life.
yeah.
I love that for you. Um, okay, so relationship goals. So you date with intention, seeking passion, reciprocity, and deep emotional connection. You dive in head first, preferring intensity. Here we go. I'm sorry about all this
Right.
intensity.
Take a
But
shot
I
at
think you are intense though.
do
Like
you?
I think you are. I do. But I don't like to call people something that they're like, I don't know if that's me. So my bad. I prepared this before we
I don't
came, but
mind.
yeah. Okay. So preferring passion over slow burn connections. You see love as expansive and life changing, and you won't settle for anything less. How does that sound? Like you're not at a point where you're just like, you're interested to find someone to settle. It's like you're looking for that ideal.
Yeah, like if it doesn't like if I don't feel it in my core, I don't want it. Like I like
Hmm,
to I like the most passionate like it's visible. Other people can feel it in the room. That's I like that.
got you.
I think that's what I deserve.
I mean, that's not so. If you had to write down though, like what makes that up, right? Like if you had like let's say that's a meal, but like what are the ingredients? What's the recipe for that meal that
That's
gives you that feeling?
chemistry. That's passion, probably intensity, whatever you want to call it. Um, that's like true acceptance. That's like not really worrying about like the judgment of
Yeah,
others, you know? Like we're in our own little worlds.
yeah, no, that's dope. So Okay. So what signs or action from your partner make you feel confident that you are truly ready to build a life with them and they're ready to build a life with you?
Their actions, like,
Their
you know,
actions.
I don't really care. You know, you can say whatever. Everybody can say anything. People say stuff all day. What are you doing? That's what I want to see. And are you applying pressure? Like, you got to understand, like, it, anybody can do the bare minimum, you know, step it up a notch.
Absolutely.
I want to be courted. I like chivalry. And I don't ask for things that I cannot provide as well. So you will feel the love as well.
Like coconut water.
Yeah. I never thought about it like
You want
that.
to tell that story about the gym or no? Okay.
Wait, what
Uh,
story? What story?
you remember that? So I thought you asked someone to get you a coconut.
Oh yeah. Oh well, let me make sure he not on here.
Okay.
Oh, so okay, so this guy was asking me to go on a date, DMing me, DMing me to go on a date, and I I see him often, and I'm like, why do you keep DMing me? Like, you should just ask me in person. He like, you know, it's not the time or place, whatever. So the next time I see him, I'm like, hey, can I was like, come here. And he was like, for what? For what? That's first of all not okay. Then when
Right.
he came, I'm like, can you give me a coconut water? And he all huffing and puffing, like, sir, if you can't give me a coconut water, you definitely can't take me on a date.
Absolutely.
You some I have this like thing where I test people. Like that was a
I
test.
I got that. And you test for action.
Yeah, I
It's like
do.
I just asked you like what signs or actions. It's just like it's action. It's in the moment, meet you
Yeah.
and show what you're interested
Yeah,
in.
and I don't want to tell you to do it. I want you to just do it
Mm,
because you feel that way.
I got you. Okay, so rank these traits in importance for your future partner. So emotional presence, leadership and decisiveness, financial stability.
Alex,
I know,
leadership and decisiveness, emotional presence, financial stability.
I know they all are like very high, but just rank them. Yes.
That is the rank. That's it.
Okay, so well, I'm sorry. Say it again. So you said it. I thought you were just repeating them. You
No,
said
leadership,
one.
emotional, financial.
Copy. Thank you.
If my cousin Raven is in here, she's gonna be shaking her head at me
Why? Why is she shaking?
because she will put financial first.
I didn't told you, girl. All right. So five. So we're more than halfway done. So you travel frequently for work and leisure, and your lifestyle is fast paced, ambitious, and deeply engaging. You need a partner who is equally driven, not someone who limits or slows down your personal growth.
Equally
Okay.
or more driven.
I'm gonna underline that
Yeah,
word more. I got
underline that.
underline. Okay,
Bold,
cool.
italicize, all of that.
More is underlined. Copy.
Yeah, motivate me.
Right. Got you. And then, so how does a partner's lifestyle need to align to yours in order for your relationship to feel effortless and fulfilling?
Hmm. Um, I think they would have to have their own thing going on as well. Like, you need to have motion. You need to be doing something. You need to feel important in what you do. You need to feel passionate about what you do. And so that way you understand my passion and you can support mine as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And you
Okay.
have to have some type of like, you don't have to have like a routine, but like it's like some principles to what you do. Like, there's got to be some type of strategy to what you do. Don't just
Like
be out here willy-nilly.
some men call it a program.
Sure.
So like you're fine getting on someone else's program. Like
Uh, what's what's the
what?
program?
What's the program?
Like, what do you mean? Because what does that mean? I got to stop my program?
Not necessarily. No, I think that a lot of people want someone to have their own program, but I thought what you just described there was like someone with his own motion, his own priorities that um he's uncompromising about,
Right.
right?
Other than me, of course, I want to be at the top of
Absolutely.
that list. But yeah, yeah, I want him to have that because I have mine, so he's not like jealous or like trying to take away from what I got going on.
I see.
We got
So
to
it's
both
like
have our own.
you're looking for complementary programs, essentially. Like
Sure, sure.
you got your thing, like you are the most multi hyphenate person I've seen. And the fact that you're 27 is crazy. Like you're a professor, like you host stuff, like you have a 9 to 5. So it's like you could make the case and like, dang, where is the time for him? Like say he had a nice dinner he wanted you to be at, like would you sometimes say like, oh, I'm gonna put some of this to the side in order to
Yeah, I
you
will be at dinner. I would be at dinner. I do all that I do because I have the time and the
see?
bandwidth, and it's like I might as well fill this time with something productive that I enjoy. But best believe I don't mind taking things off the plate. I still want my own plate, but I don't mind. I'm a little
Right.
full over here.
Right. Do you believe in fixing plates? This is a side question.
Yeah, I'll fix his plate, but I'm not fixing all his friends' plates.
Oh nah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
I'll,
no.
I'll fix his plate. Yeah, I'll fix his plate. Now, did I cook the meal? Maybe not. But the plate
Okay.
can be fixed.
So not the biggest cook, not the best
No.
cook. You have your
No,
things?
I just don't enjoy it. I
Yeah.
just really don't enjoy it.
Okay.
But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to start liking cooking. Trying to rewire these cords up here.
Got you. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so let's rank these. So
Okay.
work-life balance, that's one. Travel frequency and family involvement.
Family involvement, work life balance, travel frequency. You don't have to go. I'm a go. I'd like for you to go, but you don't have to go.
You're not looking at him like, I can't believe you can't go.
No,
Okay.
I'm a go. And I got people to go with. So I would like for him to go, but
Right.
no one is stopping this show.
That's fair. Okay, so six, attachment style and love languages. So your anxious attachment styles means you can sometimes seek closeness but fear abandonment, needing clear reassurances and intentional effort. You express love through quality time, acts of service, and physical touch, and expect the same level of emotional presence from your partner. That sounded
Sound about right.
fair. Okay. So when you think about how you feel most loved, like what consistent behaviors from a partner. So this is like more like romantic. Like what consistent behaviors strengthen your emotional safety?
Mm, I would say definitely quality time. Definitely, I like, little reassuring touches like, on the shoulder, on the leg, whatever, something cute. Um,
Just
this is where,
like to let you know that like, yo, I'm here. We're still in this. Like just to
yeah,
pat.
like I'm just thinking about you right now. Like I want to be close
Yeah,
with you right now, like
I
that.
see.
I think that's nice. The words, it is nice to be reassured verbally. Um, oh, this is my new one. I just added this one to the list. To be attentive. Like I like a man that can like, you know, body language is the most important thing that you can read in a person, in a woman, in me. So are you like paying attention? Like I had an ex, he used to know my like anxious ticks. He'd be like, "Oh, you're feeling anxious, huh?" I'm like, "Dang, how did you know?" But I just like that he was observant and could tell. So that's important too.
Men like that too. Are you that way? Just curious.
Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm pretty observant. I can be in my own world,
Mhm.
but I also read people very well. And when like if I'm
Okay.
close with a man, like I know him in and out, so I already know. I know that move before he get in it.
So you like prevent him from even getting in that mood because it's like you playing chess. You already steps ahead.
Well, maybe not, but
Exactly. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. So we're gonna. So yeah. So let's rank those. So
okay.
acts of service, quality time, physical touch. Is it physical touch, quality time, acts of service?
Um, no quality time. No, no. Yeah, quality time, acts of service, physical touch.
That's so funny because in the questionnaire you put physical touch first. So it's just, I love it.
It really depends on like where I'm at with that person. Like
Mm,
I don't like being touched by people. Like
not yeah. Mhm.
especially like in the early stages, like it takes a lot of comfortability for me to like even feel comfortable with that. But once I am comfortable with that, it does
Yeah.
become a priority.
You gotta break that barrier of like ick.
Right.
Like I don't know you. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
boxer too, so you probably bob and weave around something. Okay, so deal breakers and red flags. So
Mm,
you've had intense relationships with, as you said, narcissistic men, um, and you're working to break the cycle of staying in love out of fear instead of fulfillment. So financial instability, dishonesty, and lack of ambition are also deal breakers. So I guess the question for you is, what early red flags have you ignored in the past that in hindsight you wish you had trusted?
mm. How much time you got? How much time you got? No, well, first of all, you do need to I do need to like if this person what are people saying about this person is what I'm saying.
Mm,
Like, is he known to be a cheater?
right.
You know what I mean? Listen to that.
Like
How,
reputation.
reputation. How they react when they're mad or irritated or annoyed. How
Temper.
they sorry,
The
their
temper.
temper. How they react when you have attention on you.
Mm, like how they handle jealousy or something. Like, yeah, okay, that's a good one. You
Um,
have a lot of attention on you. So, like, how best would you want? We can talk about that, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, no, no. Yeah, like how they respond when you tell them no. That's a big one.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, those are some red flags that I look for.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How
So,
they treat their family, their mother, the folks around them.
as sisters, because again, that's important to you. And you feel
Yeah.
like that's what makes someone a good person, you said earlier. So it's like, it's just going to be confirming that, like, yo, you can't talk to your mom or your sister like that because that just means that you don't value their opinion, or you don't connect with them in a way that you believe makes a good human, right? Someone who can connect with his mom and his sisters and like his aunties, women in his life.
Yeah, like just making him emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
That's, you know, um and also like misogyny, like do you value her opinion?
You put that was your biggest turnoff, actually. Okay, so
It is.
how has that like shown up outside? Like, has that really shown up in like relationships or people who are interested, like this misogyny,
Yes.
even with people who hadn't made more than you? Like, do you feel like
Yes. That makes it 10 times worse. That makes it 10 times worse. Like if you're misogynistic and you're broke, you really misogynist. I find that insecure and broke men are the most misogynistic men. It's
right?
just truthfully.
Because I
I'm
don't
just
think that like yeah. Because for me, it's like I don't know if masculinity is just tied to like the amount of money you bring in, but like to be misogynistic and also like bring in less, like maybe that's just some trauma there. Maybe it's more closely related. You know what
yeah,
I'm
it,
saying?
it typically is. But no, there are different levels of misogyny. at different tax brackets. Like when you get in the higher tax brackets, it turns into like mansplaining and control. No, thank you.
right? But you're like, but you're in the higher tax bracket,
No,
so
I
it's
mean,
like,
I mean when he is in the higher tax bracket, like the
mm,
misogyny
yeah.
changes.
Have you is that like, so you haven't dated someone who's made more, but like, has there ever been someone who made, significantly more, but like maybe tried to court you,
Yeah.
but then you got
When I
like, that's
say
what you getting
dated,
at.
yeah, when I say dated, I mean like been in a relationship with. I've dated men that have made more. I've
Yeah.
never been boyfriend and girlfriend with one that has. But the men that I've dated that have made more, they just as bad. It's like pick your poison.
There's some good guys out there. We're gonna find them. Don't you worry. There's some good guys out there that's not misogynistic. Like that's the kind of,
But you got to understand how misogyny shows up for women also. Like I don't know if that may be something that you recognize in a way that I would.
absolutely. And that's why I'm like, tell me more about that, because I want to hear about how that shows up.
Uh like like a man, like I don't like being told what I can and cannot wear. I don't like that at all.
Mm.
Where I can and cannot go. Like if you're saying, Summer, I don't want you to do this because men will do this, that really annoys me because I'm not the issue. It's the men that are the issue. But you're
Mm.
trying to oppress me to appease some men. That's not okay with me. Um, control, that's one. Um, language, like don't ever talk to me and refer to a woman as a bitch. Or I don't even like referring to women as females. Like you need to be very conscious how you talk to me, how you treat me, how you treat other women. There's just a lot of things that I think as a woman I notice, as a black woman I notice in how, men treat us.
Hmm.
You could tell also also if a man is treating me like as a token instead of as a real human being, that to me that's misogynistic. Like I'm not a trophy.
So you just want someone to see like the holistic version of you, not just, you know, um, the a post on Instagram, right? Like, oh, boom, I think I have an understanding of who Summer is. It's like, nah, like you're needing someone who can kind of accept 100% of what you bring. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the package, but like, yo, like the mindset, the emotion, the fire, like the good and the bad. Because it seems, I mean, what I read is just like, you are really interested in finding that person and like being the best version of yourself with them. It's just like you've had to deal with a lot of people that seems to me like make you feel like it's highly unlikely that that person exists out there. Like, it, I don't know if have you met someone, or like do you have a good example of like, yo, this is my type and the personality type, and you know I've seen examples of what I might be happy with, like if you brought them and put them in front of me. Like this isn't a unicorn, right? This isn't something.
No, I have not. It's even hard to think of examples. Like if you're like Summer, think of three good men right now, I would have a hard time. And I'm
Okay.
not saying good and like you're a nice person. I'm saying like you're somebody I'd want to marry. I would have a very I don't know if I could name one.
Well,
I could tell you 30 good women though. I know it's so unfortunate.
damn.
I
You
know.
you mean to tell me, hold on now. Like we talked, DC is like that, like to where it's not like one good dude that that is like, man, that's a solid dude right there. Like he's ready, he's intentional, like he would do someone right. And maybe this person like doesn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
like,
yeah. Okay,
you know,
okay. Yeah. I know some. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think actually one of my actually two of my exes are really solid men.
okay, okay. So you found the two that's okay.
that exists.
That exists.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. Got
definitely
you.
husband.
And I do want to, maybe we can talk about when we get to physical attraction. I do want to understand, like, kind of what you filtered out. Because I was like, okay, there's no good dudes, but maybe there's like no good dudes is your type.
Yeah, no, that's the issue. That's the issue.
We'll get there. Okay. So prefer relationship roles. So this is the penultimate. This is eight. So you prefer a co-lead dynamic, seeking strength in leadership, but also balance in decision making. You want someone ambitious, emotionally intelligent, and protective, but without overbearing control. So my question to you is: in a relationship, what does healthy leadership look like to you? Like, how should a partner lead in ways that make you feel safe and empowered? But
Yeah. I feel like a good leader asks questions. Like ask me. You know what I mean? Like you don't just get to make the decision on your own. You're not in this by yourself. So ask me, inquire, listen, pay attention. Um Strategize, like be strategic. Like I need it to make sense. Make it make sense to me.
hmm
Um and a good leader, I think, asks questions but also communicates well and is also like diligent
hmm
and resourceful. Like all of those things are important.
just like intentional, like just
Intentional.
as a plan, and
Yeah.
but like also gets your point of view on the plan, so like you can see where you can fit in. So kind of going back to that example we were talking about, like whose program is it, right? It's like, yo, can we both have programs? And like, but if you have something, a part of your program that's important, you will make sure that you prioritize that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's rank these. So confidence and decisiveness, emotional intelligence, charisma. Like, what do you look for
In that order.
in that
Mm.
order? So confidence and decisiveness first. It's like, yo, don't he can't ask you where y'all eating,
No, you
or
can get my input. You can get a
but
suggestion, but like
the
stand
decision.
on your decision. Stand on it.
I want him to do that.
I'm telling you, an insecure man is dangerous. Like I don't like that. If you are insecure, fake it.
Mm,
No,
fellas,
thank you.
fellas, y'all here. Okay. And then fake it till you make it, my
Yeah,
boy.
for
Like just say,
real.
okay. And then emotional intelligence and then charisma. So charisma, I never really heard like have you ever said charisma? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go
Yeah, I
back to
did. I put charisma
my
on my list, but I don't know what the question was. But like I think that charisma is important. Like I want when you walk into a room, like I want you to be charismatic in that room. I want people to enjoy you, like you. You're kind, you're funny, you're whatever. You make people smile. Like I like that. Especially because like because of the rooms I'm in, that's important to me. That the person I'm with, I'm proud of them because of their personality.
and is that person an extrovert?
They really don't have to be an extrovert. They need to be able to, like, if we walk into a room, you're not stuck to my hip. You know you can go over here and go mingle, go over there, come back. Don't be my puppy. That I cannot do. You've got to be able to communicate in a room without me. But they don't have to be an extrovert, no. Honestly, I don't even you may roll your eyes and laugh at this, but I don't fully consider myself an extrovert. Like I do what I gotta do and then I go and retreat and recharge.
Okay. True. Yeah. Okay. So yes, you may be an introvert. I mean, so like okay, so when you are going, you say you're going to Brazil tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Like, are you gonna be out and about, or like, are you like, how are you gonna be spending your days? Like, is it just gonna be like maxing relaxing at the beach, or kind of
It's
like
gonna be a good mix
spending time?
of both.
Okay,
It's gonna be a good mix of both. But I'm not like a club person. I'm really not a party person. I like to be around people, but also leave me alone. I'm going to the beach. I'm putting my headphones on. Don't talk to me for the rest of the day.
you might be an introvert.
No, I think
You're
I'm a little bit of both.
mixed. You're yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yep. Okay,
Because I can work a room now.
man, I think that's blatantly obvious. Okay, so physical attraction and chemistry. So everybody don't know this. I've seen your answers. You're highly selective, but like, but like, let's just summarize it. So it's like strong physical presence matters, but like, so does energy, demeanor, charisma. You need someone built, well groomed, and magnetic. Like
I like
these
that. That's
are all
a good
things
word.
you're but you're open to flexibility. You have some flexibility if like some core traits align, but you know, I think I asked you like what might you be okay with if all the other things were there. And I think you said height. Is that true?
Oh God. Did I say that?
You did.
I don't want a short man. I'm sorry. I don't. Sorry, I don't. Now, here's the thing. I've dated short men, and if I loved him so much, so down, and he was great and magnificent, he was all of these things, but he was shorter, okay, fine. But I'm gonna be like this, fine.
Come on. Come on, Summer. Like, okay, if he was everything else, like,
Yeah, okay, fine. I'm sure that whoever gets with me, there's gonna be something about me that they're gonna be like, okay, fine.
but you don't want them to always like.
I mean, once
You
you in
kind of
it,
don't you
like
kind of
whatever.
want them to like fake it to
Yeah,
get rid. You talked about
of
this
course
the
you're
other
gonna
day.
fake it. Of course I'll fake it. Of course.
Right, right. Okay. So you're not always like making short jokes or nothing like that.
No, 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 no. I don't like that. I don't like that. I
It's
don't
just something
like to embarrass
like you're
people.
just being honest and saying
I'm
like, yo, this
just
person
telling you as
yeah,
you are seeking for me, you know.
don't bring you, you know,
I mean, if you do, he's got to be the whole package. Cause I am pretty tall.
5'7". How
Yeah,
tall are you?
I'm 5'7". So I don't know why all these short girls want these 6 foot men. What y'all doing?
I
Put them over here.
tell them, I tell them that too, actually. So
Get you a
we align
short
on that.
man. You're short. That's perfect for you.
Right. I also tell taller women that like being with the short man, I know a lot of short men who are just attracted, like very much so attracted to taller women. So um
Okay.
it's just they may look at you in a way that the tall guy doesn't. And maybe that's a chemistry, that's a fire that you didn't even know could be there.
No, I actually have dated some short men, and what I'll say is that I think some short men have short man complex, and that's what I don't like. That Napoleon complex. Do not bring that around me. If you're gonna be
Mm,
short, be confident
absolutely.
in your
Yeah.
height.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I think they know that. Okay, so then here's the last ranking question. No, so before that, here's the reflective question. So beyond looks, what specific presence or energy makes someone instantly magnetic and attractive to you?
It's like their demeanor. Like if I walk into a room, like who is running this shit? Just being honest. Like who is in here calling the shots, but guess what? Calling the shots low key. Like you may not even know it's him, but because I'm observant, I know it's him. That's right there. That's what I like. He's in here calling shots. He's calm. He's cool. He's collected. He's not too loud, too boastful. You know, he's real humble, but he's real high up on the ladder. That's what I like.
Right. So that's interesting. Because at first I was like, sometimes you may want the loudest and most gregarious in the room,
No, no, no,
but it
no.
is like we just described how you don't want the loudest in the
I
room is the
don't.
weakest.
That
Okay,
don't want that. That one, put him to the side. I don't want him at all.
is it? What if nobody knows? What if nobody else knows he's the boss except
That's
you? That's
fine.
fine.
That's
Okay.
fine. I
So it's
mean,
not
whoever
everybody,
answers to him
right?
knows. That's fine.
Okay, so essentially a mob boss. Like, right.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
if you know, you know.
I know some guys. All right. And then, all right. So the final ranking. So rank these in terms of importance of attraction and attractiveness. So fitness level, height, energy, and presence. Fitness level, height, energy, and presence.
Energy
And
and
and we
presence.
and I'm gonna add a fourth because this is our last one, but just like uh attractiveness
Okay, okay, all right. Energy and presence
first. Okay.
first.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. If he's shorter, if he has that energy and presence, I can make it do what it does. I
Okay.
promise.
All right.
Um,
Remember you say
no,
this.
I
Like, okay.
no, I'm
Okay.
standing on it. Energy and presence. Uh,
Height, fitness level, and attraction.
attraction, fitness level, height. No, no. Energy and presence, attraction, height, fitness level. You know,
Really?
we can go to the gym. That's fine. That's something that can be changed.
That's fair. I can see what you did there. You tried to solve it that way. Because you can't, you feel like you can't really change your energy.
No,
It's like
that's
that's
just
just something
who
you
you
have
are.
as a result of who you are in presence. And then attraction, like facial features and all that, like those are things that, you know, you're probably born with. And same with height. But yeah, fitness level, you can change that. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I have everything that I need. Like I said, it's been a joy to meet you and to connect. I remember coming across your profile and just reaching out, and I just wanted to say, I just appreciated you so much for, being bold, um, and doing this live. I think I can find that person for you. And like, here's the thing: there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna slide in DMs because they probably seen this, or there's already people who are reaching out to me, just saying like, "Oh, like Summer, like that's what's up." But I would hope that you would push them to do the questionnaire so that we can just make sure that like all the things you say you want, like they're actually there. Um, but I mean, I think you also know exactly what you want. So I want to be able to match people, but also be able to like equip them with just like, making it fresh on your mind, like what you're looking for. So if you happen to meet these people in Brazil or wherever in the airport lounges, I know you probably got the access to all of those. Like, so if you need to hit me and be like, yo, Alex, like he did this, how should I interpret that? Definitely you can. You're part of this well matched community. This is a passion of mine, and I feel like it's my purpose. So
Oh,
just
that's
want to thank you.
yeah. No, thank you. Okay, I have questions. One, this man that I'm create manifesting. Do you know any man like that exists? Just tell me yes
I
or
do.
no.
They're older and
Okay, that's
single.
fine. My next question: are you seeing comments and stuff? I don't. I'm not seeing any.
Oh,
The
you're not?
last one I see is from my dad.
No, I'm seeing a few.
I,
Um,
I guess mine froze. Okay. No,
what's your
but
dad? Yeah, nah. I see a few. I see. What's your dad's name on here?
Hill AC10. The last one I see is we all input in her life.
Okay, the last one. Someone said define. Yeah, you know what? Let's go to it. Someone said define short.
Who said that?
My friend Kalia
Oh.
said define short.
Well, I'm 5'7". I'd like him to at least be 5'11".
You said 5'7".
I'm 5'7". I'd like him to at least be 5'11".
Okay.
Short would be. I don't want to say it. I don't want people to feel short, but
How you gonna feel short? Like you
just
just,
saying, like maybe they're like, oh damn, maybe she won't talk to me now.
but
Still shoot your shot
okay.
if you fit this build. Uh, no, but yeah, you can't be my height. You cannot be 5'7". You cannot be 5'7" or shorter. Sorry.
Damn. Okay, let's see. Uh, okay, so we got my man Archie in here. So Archie owns Brain Love. Appreciate you, Archie. Oh yeah, by the way, somebody said he was gonna send you a piece that you like.
Oh, thank
From,
you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so kind. Thank you.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's a quiet someone said it's a quiet confidence. I get exactly what she's saying. My guy Hunt said this is eye opening. Keep it up, AJ. I mean,
Oh,
a
good.
lot of people think that they are, you know, someone that you would
You
be
think they
interested
him? Okay,
in.
pair.
They think that, yeah. So,
That's fine.
I guess I can gather that up while you're in Brazil, or do you want like if I sent
Send them.
some
Send
of
them.
these
No,
things,
this is so fun to me. Like, this is really funny. Send them.
and
Send them. Sure, send them.
like they can be in different cities, or like should I prioritize for DC?
They can be. They can be in different cities.
Okay.
They can be in different cities. But thank you, Alex. This was actually just doing the questionnaire in itself was really eye-opening and helping it helped me like identify what exactly I wanted, what I didn't want, what I need to work on, who I am in a relationship, you know. I hate that what do you bring to the table question. Like don't ever ask me that, anybody who's watching. But um it did help me realize like, okay, this is how I contribute to a relationship. So thank you for facilitating this conversation with me and finding me somebody.
I got you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a partner with me on this. So what I'll do is I will send you all your original answers from your questionnaire and then send you the notes from this session. And, look over it, add to it. We can refine it. I'll update your profile and we'll go from there.
All righty then.
All right, Summer, and thank everybody for joining. Really appreciate y'all. If y'all want to be, highlighted maybe in a future week, would love to do these, weekly or bi-weekly. Reach out and we can do it in a different city. But Summer, thank you for kicking it off. This was
Yes, of
great.
course. On my birthday
On
week.
your birthday week again. Drop the cash out. Drop the cash out.
Big sum per.
Yeah.
No, thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.
No. All right, y'all. Peace.
See ya.